I'm not gonna lie, because that would be pointless. I'm gonna tell you a story, a little bit about myself. I've been bullied as a kid, and I think I've been bullied more than 99% of people that have been bullied. I've been stabbed, burned, beaten to a pulp by not one individual but 126 people in total. And my life was very difficult. The first 3 years of my life been rather good to me. My parents were very nice. I was brought up the right way in my perspective. And the thing is that I don't know why I deserved this treatment. Now, my father was a military man but didn't practice military style at home. So I was brought up fairly good, and I got to choose my religion, which one I wanted, but in the end I'm not religious anyway, because in my point of view God left me a long time ago when I was a kid. So that's the reason why I'm not religious. And I envy people that are religious, so you know, I think there is a greater good in people. But now, when I was growing up, we lived in Germany in what we call a Siedlung. It's a place where only Dutch people reside for the time when the Cold War's still ongoing. Till 1989 I lived there for about 7 years, and in those 7 years a lot of people bullied me a lot. I was too short. I'm a highly gifted person. I have an IQ of 138. It's been tested, so I'm not bullshitting anyone. And I've taught myself a lot of things, but I also learned a lot of wrong things, because in my perspective the things that people tell me, I thought they were true. So in those days I've had nightmares, a lot of nightmares, and they didn't stop until I was about 48 and a half. It's about 6 months ago. And the reason for that is that I've challenged myself to get rid of all the traumas that have been haunting in my mind, and also that I always believe that there is a solution to the problem within you. I've did some extensive research on psychological things that have been bothering me. I had an avoidant personality syndrome. I had hyperventilation, a hidden hyperventilation. I had the syndrome of Tietze. That gives you the feeling that you have a heart attack, but it's just an infection in the muscles between your ribs. So that gives a lot of tension in my life. I had a complex post-traumatic stress disorder that was built up during my youth, because even though my parents gave me a safe haven at home, I was mostly all alone. I didn't have friends until I was like 19 or 20 years old. And after this extensive period, I thought, maybe working is something for me. And so I went away and I got to work. I quit school and I just thought if I do my best, things would come my way. But then you have corporate bullying. Now, as an employee of the year of about 5,500 employees, it didn't give me anything because I was so good at my job and I helped the company ahead. I worked in a hardware store in the Netherlands, and corporate bullying was seen to me like, you're good at your job, stay in your place, don't raise your head above the field, and come in every day. So I've met my wife on several occasions, and finally she came at my job and she was going to Thailand. So I thought, I'll write her a letter, and after 6 months when she came back, she responded to the letter finally, and we got together. She said goodbye to her current boyfriend and we fell in love, and that relationship lasted about 16 years. And I'm very proud of the fact that I have a daughter with her. She is a good mother and she takes care of things, but I thought I am not the person that I'm supposed to be. I am not what everybody told me to be. So in the end, I went through extensive therapy for about 3,600 hours. I had so many therapy lessons, and it took me about 10 years to conclude to myself that maybe this is it. But something inside me said, no, this is not it. This is not how you're supposed to, live your life, full of tension and stress and feeling of burned out and procrastination and not doing anything. So still my mind was searching for answers, and I came to a realization that the base of all this is the trauma that has been inside of me all this time. Now, I've been searching for a long time, and finally a company called Sidetrack came up to me and in just 2 weeks dealt with all the trauma, and finally after 45 years my stomach is at peace. I mean, it's finally relaxed. Now, I haven't done that in 45 years, and it's like a knot. It's there. It's constantly reminding you of, there's something wrong. You need to be focused on fear and danger and all sorts of things. Now, the reason that I'm going to France is because there isn't a home here. I mean, I have a roof over my head, but the people on the camping, they are kind of like a mafia society. Okay, they can choose to let you stay or let you go for any particular reason. So I need to sell this caravan, get rid of it, because every year I'm facing the possibility that I'm going to be homeless. And that is not good for a person with my psychological background. And I think for those people that are truly searching for answers, I've been there. I've been so depressed, so down in everything that I do, no energy for whatsoever. There is an answer. There's always an answer, and I believe that. I believe there is an answer for every one of us. Everybody who's struggling, you have to set yourself some goals in life. What you want to do, who you want to be, and especially that people that have walked through your life and took advantage of you, because I had a lot of friends that took advantage of me and I've let them all go. And I'm a bit of a loner. I understand that. It's part of who I am, probably. But there's always hope, and I'm going to go to France, look for a house, and with the money from this caravan I'm going to buy a house and start a mushroom farm and make my rolling ball sculptures. So that is what I'm actually here to do. I think I'm going to do this well. And it would be great if you supported me, because I haven't had any luck for 45 years, 49 years. I'm now 49 years, and you know, to do this to a human being is just so wrong. Now the details for my Why Donate page and my website, robust.nl, is under in the description. And it would be kind of you just to follow my progress, just to follow this channel and see to it that you find your answers in the things that I do, and I will tell you what I do and how I did it, because everybody deserves a chance in life. I really believe that. If this world would just be like the thing in my mind, then it would be a good world, because I defend the people that are vulnerable, and I stick my head up for people that get abused or anything. Still, after all I went through, because my heart is pure, I long for love, I long for hope, I long for successes in life. And you can't if you are still drawn by the things that hold you back in your mind. You are not your own belief system. Trust me, because I've been there, and I'm changing. I'm changing as we speak. You can see it in my videos. I've been doing nothing for 3 years. Both my parents died, my ex-girlfriend ran out on me, stole 12,000 euros on stuff on me, and you know, my heart was broken, really broken. And my mother, who I could always talk to, isn't here anymore. And she was so wise. I mean, to graduate on 27 different exams on your final school test says a lot about a person who can teach someone else, because she knew everything. And that is just something I hope to be someday, to be an example for those in need, those who search answers. And people don't need to go through the struggles that I've been through. So I hope you follow this channel and just, you know, get inspired by somebody who has been to the rock bottom and just wants to build his own life. So, welcome. From trauma to dream, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to change, because I think humanity needs to change, not be so individual, but as a society work together on projects, help your neighbor, help everyone, and receive receive help from someone else if you're in need. I think that's important. I think that's what society is. And if you believe or you don't believe, it doesn't matter. We all work for a greater goal, and if that goal is God, or if that goal is your family or anything, go for it. Just go for it. So, I'll see you next time. Bye.